Who doesn't like compliments? Today, guys, I got you covered. I have 7 fragrances that have been garnering me all kinds of attention. If that's your thing, stay tuned. What is up, my fragrant people? Come on in and sit down and relax. Hit that like button on your way in, please, because today we have 7 fragrances to go over, ranked from least complimented all the way to most complimented. And I want to see what you guys think. So without further ado, let's talk about the number 7 fragrance. This is coming from a house that combines art and chemistry, and they do it in a simplistic, beautiful way. And the fragrance that we're talking about is from the house of eccentric molecules, and this is Eccentric 05. This is a woody citrus that is perfect for high heat, guys. Believe me when I tell you. Have you guys gotten your nose on this one? Normally for the summer, I'll do Molecule 02. I'll do a little bit of 04. I may do 01 plus Mandarin, maybe, or 01 plus the black tea now that I really, really love. But this one is quickly becoming my favorite, and it has gotten me a lot of attention. This is the newest to my collection, and I love the opening. I love the heart. And I love the dry downs. On the opening, you're getting that bergamot and the orange with fig in there, which makes it completely different from anything else. As it dries down, the cypress and the iris kicks in, which makes it a little woody. And then it goes down to a dry cashmere, and it has a little bit of labdanum at the bottom, so you can get a little bit of ambery touch. Even in the summertime, you cannot beat that. This covers all bases to me. It has got me a lot of attention from women, so I'm loving it. The people are loving it on my skin, so check this one out if you haven't already. At the number 7 spot, only because I just got it from Eccentric Molecule, is Eccentric 05. Now the number 6 fragrance is coming from a house that you guys know it is hard for me to do a countdown without including one of 2 houses. And this is the first one that I seem to try to always wiggle in there. And that house is Tom Ford, and the fragrance that we're talking about is Oud Wood. You just can't beat it, guys. This is the agarwood that everyone loves to hate, and you know it. Everyone complains about the longevity and the performance. And frankly, I'm sick of hearing about it. Oud Wood is just so damn good, y'all. I mean, I just don't know what else to say about it. Increase your sprays. Put Molecule 01 underneath it. Go 1 for 1. Do Molecule 01 15 times. Do Oud Wood on top of it 15 times. Tom Ford got this right. I have gotten so much attention. Guess what women like on men? Oud Wood. Check it out at the number 6 spot. Garners a lot of attention, just not as much as the other ones. Now the number 5 fragrance comes from the beloved house of Parfums de Marly that even makes heavy duty bottles along with the heavy duty fragrances. Now this is Herod. Herod is a beautiful tobacco leaf vanilla fragrance that opens up with a beautiful black pepper, guys. And every time I wear this, it gets me compliments. I found this as a suggestion from a woman, which almost, to be honest, I would say over half of my fragrances in my entire collection came from women's suggestions. And this one is no exception. Women love Herod. Opening up with a pepper and a tobacco leaf. And in the middle, I'm getting a very, very clean vetiver. As it dries down, it stays on my skin as a musky vanilla. And I still get a pinch of that tobacco for the first maybe 2 hours. After about 2 hours in that dry down in a sillage, you're getting a nice, clean, musky vanilla that, guys, is edible. Sad part about it is it's only at the number 5 spot because I only wear it in fall and in winter. But when I do wear this, when it's a little bit cool down here, a lot of attention and a ton of compliments, guys. Women love it. At the number 5 spot from the house of Parfums de Marly is Herod. Now, before we get into the number 4 spot, guys, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you like this type of content. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Now, at the number 4 spot is a house that does fragrances that just simply smell good, and they like to use that motto. And from that house, I think I have one of the best flankers here, guys, because this one just garners me all kind of compliments. And this is from the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier, and we're talking about Les Mâles Les Parfums. Now, this is a cardamom focus with lavender and iris in the heart and drying down to a beautiful vanilla, guys. You can't beat it. I mean, when I spray this on, I even overspray it a lot, and it gets me all kinds of compliments. Les Mâles Les Parfums, to me, is the best flanker in the Le Male line. I'm sorry. I've had a lot of them, and I've smelled the other ones. I just love this one. It's not too strong. and with that cardamom up top, it makes it so smooth, but it still has good projection, a beautiful sillage, and women just love it. This thing can be toned down for a cuddle buddy session. It can be toned all the way up if you're gonna go out. Le Male Le Parfum is a dominator. I can wear it in probably 3 seasons down here. That's why it's at the number 4 spot, but it gets me attention every time I wear it. Gets a lot of female attention and a lot of compliments. It is just an easy to like fragrance. Most people like it. It's very, very mass appealing, very smooth, and not overbearing. So at the number 4 spot, if you haven't checked it out, check out Le Male Le Parfum. It does justice to the line. Now next up is from a niche house that is the only one based in Istanbul, Turkey. Do fragrances that are completely beast mode, and this one is definitely leading the pack. And that house is Nishane, and we are talking about Hachivat. Hachivat, Haskivat, Hachivat, either way you want to pronounce it, just don't pronounce it weak, because this baby is a bright citrusy pineapple and grapefruit, drying down to a lovely patchouli and coming down to an oak moss that is woody, oak mossy, just masculine. I love this fragrance. Yes, billed as unisex, but my fellas, this one to me leans more masculine. Perfect for high heat. It can also go in the wintertime. Very highly complimented. Women love this on me. That oak moss dry down from that pineapple, bright pineapple bergamot up top with the grapefruit thrown in there, all the way down till it drying down to that oak moss and giving it that woody, sweet smell. And it's no surprise to me that this one gives me a ton of compliments. This is the one that gets me attention through the drive-through. I have another one on this list that gives me more attention and actually gets me drive-through. What is it about these drive-through fragrances? But it's something about me going to drive-throughs. Shout out to Whataburger, that women always, what's that you're wearing? You smell awesome. You smell lovely. This is the one that gives me compliments in the drive-through, but it gives me a ton of compliments. This gives me a ton of compliments. I love Hachivat, and this is at the number 3 spot from Nishane. Coming down to the top 2 most complimented, and this house is no slouch. It seems like everything they make is absolute beast mode, and I have to wash off my skin at least 2 times. This one, coming from the house of Mansera, is Hindu Kush. Now, you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, this was my fragrance of the day on my last post. I think by now it should have been my last post, but Hindu Kush, guys, is one powerful compliment getter. It's something about this one. When you smell it out of the atomizer, it does not do it any justice. If you spray this on a piece of paper, you are not going to like it. This has to have the wind catch it. This is a sillage beast, and you guys, if you've been following my channel, you know I am a sillage man. I love fragrances in the air as opposed to directly off of skin. Sillage is king, and Hindu Kush does it one of the best. It's no wonder why this gets me so many compliments since I've had it. This is incense and cannabis, patchouli, musk, vanilla. So I've gotten a monstrous amount of compliments on this one. I've gotten a compliment off of a group of women on this one at a restaurant to where the entire group was like, yeah, what is that? You smell good. That was Hindu Kush. I've gotten maybe 4 or 5 compliments at the same time in the same day from Hindu Kush by just simply passing by a group of people. This fragrance is wonderful, but to me, I think you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. For me, I love this fragrance. From the beginning, I love it. Has a little sweet and sour thing going on. When you smell it, you know what it is. At the number 2 spot, it's Hindu Kush from the house of Mansera. Now at the number 1 spot for my most complimented fragrance for this year so far is from my house. Are y'all sick of hearing about Tom Ford already? I'm sorry, but this fragrance has garnered me a stupid amount of attention and a dumb amount of compliments. So from Tom Ford, I am talking about Ombre Leather de Parfum. Leather, jasmine sambac, and woods. This fragrance is simple. It's not linear, but it is simply beautiful. It has that white flower from the jasmine sambac, and the orris note in the mid gives a little bit of powder. When it dries down and you get more of that leather after everything else distills off, you get that leather, My goodness, a little bit of tobacco, pinch of tobacco, but you're getting a leather-based fragrance, a real leather-based fragrance that women love on me. This one with the leather jacket and the smell of my leather jacket when I go out on dates and when women actually smell me, this garners crazy compliments. This is another drive-through compliment getter. Whenever I have this on and I'm going out, I go to a fast food restaurant. When there's a girl in the drive-through window, I always get compliments. They always say, "You smell so good. I just want to let you know that that's a good break from this damn food I'm smelling in here." Powerful, long lasting, it latches onto my skin, and as much as people try to hate on it, I'm sorry. Ombre leather, the parfum, just gets it done, baby. Garners me the most compliments out of everything in my collection so far from Mr. Tom Ford is ombre leather. And that is it, guys, but I want to see you guys' list. What are your fragrances that have garnered you the most compliments so far this year? The most attention, the most compliments. Hey, what are you wearing? You smell good. You smell awesome. Come home with me. Whatever the compliment is. But either way, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. I am really feeling the love and I'm giving all of it back to you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video and keep smelling good.